Rationalize the denominator. Make sure you do not leave radicals in the denominator. Again, in the denominator with this radical is an addition sign. So we're not going to be able to get rid of this radical just by putting in another 6. Because of the adding, we won't have a fraction with the same value. So we're going to have to multiply again both the denominator and the numerator by the conjugate of the denominator. So that would be 3 minus the square root of 6. So we get lots of practice on multiplying out using the distributive property. 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times negative the square root of 6 is negative 2 square roots of 6. Negative the square root of 6 times 3 is negative 3 square roots of 6. And negative square root of 6 times negative square root of 6 is positive square root of 36. Now in the denominator, and if this color doesn't work for you, make sure you let me know. 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times negative the square root of 6 is negative 3 square roots of 6. Positive the square root of 6 times 3 is positive 3 square roots of 6. And positive square root of 6 times negative the square root of 6 is negative the square root of 36. So we can go about simplifying some of these radicals. The square root of 36 is just 6 for both the denominator and the numerator. And here in the numerator, we have a positive 6 added to a positive 6, which is 12. And we have a negative 2 square roots of 6 and a negative 3 square roots of 6, which is a negative 5 square roots of 6. In the denominator, well, the reason why we're multiplying by these conjugates is to make sure that we get rid of the radicals. And since we know the square root of 36 is 6, that radical's all gone. And these radicals, positive 3 square roots of 6 and negative 3 square roots of 6, add to 0. So we just have 9 minus 6, which is 3.